If you've been managing your LinkedIn or your sales from a spreadsheet and you want a more modern system, or if you're managing your sales and marketing out of a whole bunch of disconnected systems and you want something that's more streamlined, then this video is for you. We're going to walk through how do you build a CRM, a customer relationship management software platform, using HubSpot and connecting it to your LinkedIn. A lot of people see the value of a CRM, but the hurdle of just getting it set up can be very daunting. But the truth is, HubSpot offers a totally free product to sign up for. And once you get going, it's actually pretty easy. So follow along and feel free to use the chapters to jump ahead to the ones that are most relevant for you. And let's get you set up with a HubSpot CRM syncing to your LinkedIn account. Okay, now the first thing we're going to be doing is starting on HubSpot.com to sign into your account or create your new account. What you're going to do is you're going to create login. You're either going to sign in or you're going to create a new account. Once you do that, you're going to log in and you're going to now have a HubSpot account to start setting up. Now, the beauty of HubSpot is it offers a pretty robust free tier offering to do marketing, sales, customer service, help you with content and web design, and then also some commerce. So it's a full business utility platform. So if you are using disparate systems to create web pages, set up forms, manage contacts, send emails, then this is for you. Now, HubSpot gives you an overview of how to set things up. But for now, what we want to do is to just kind of go over what HubSpot is and how do you connect some of your other tools to HubSpot so you could bring a data layer to your administration. So the first thing that you want to notice is the CRM. The CRM, customer relationship management software, is where you can manage all of your contacts. So if you go here, HubSpot defaults to giving you two different records, which are associated with HubSpot, but you could also add in more contacts. So you could create contacts manually through HubSpot. So let's go over how do you manage your data. So when you import contacts into your CRM, HubSpot gives you about 1,000 contacts that you can manage for free without even needing to pay. And they give you a prospect card that you can manage all of your activity and associations around people. This is a great way to stay organized with your sales outreach. So you'll see that you'll be able to take notes about people. If you connect your Gmail or Outlook, which I'll show you in a second, you can email these people. If there's an email, you could call them if you have a phone number. If you want to create to-dos or follow-ups, you could also schedule meetings through HubSpot once you connect your calendar or your Zoom, which I'll show you in a second. And the beauty is you can log all of your activity through people to be able to just stay much more organized. So that's kind of the essence of what we're going for. How do you manage your people data through HubSpot and create a data layer to be able to send emails, schedule meetings, create to-dos and follow-ups, all for free through HubSpot. The first thing you want to do is to be able to connect your other tools to be able to get the most utility out of HubSpot. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to click up here in the right-hand corner into the settings. And now we're going to go to general preferences. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to configure our email, and then we're going to configure our calendar. You could also configure calling, but I'm just going to show you as a basic customer relationship management system how to connect your email and also your calendar to be able to start organizing people, sending emails through HubSpot, and then being able to manage your administration around web meetings all through HubSpot. When you click on email, the first thing you're going to want to do is to connect your email account. Now, the beauty of HubSpot is think of it like a data layer on top of your email. So if you have an administrative assistant or a virtual assistant, you could give them access to your HubSpot, and that way you could also send out emails from HubSpot without necessarily needing to give access to your personal email credentials. Think of it like a data layer that sits on top of your Gmail or Outlook. And the beauty of this is HubSpot comes baked in with the ability to send and schedule emails, log email replies to HubSpot automatically, and suggest follow-up tasks and capture contact details from your email. So if someone opens your email, if they forward it, all of that information gets logged in HubSpot. And then you can also have an administrative assistant log into HubSpot and see all of the activity that's associated to that prospect. So It's a great administration tool because HubSpot not only lets you send emails for free through HubSpot, but it also gives you up to 2 administrative users for free. So you could also invite somebody on your team to help you manage your contact management through HubSpot without necessarily giving them access to your email. And this is a big deal because when you use your email, you're getting a lot of promotional information. You're also probably using your email in a combination of personal, private, business related networking tasks. But HubSpot allows you to have a data layer to say, well, how do you do sales and marketing from different prospects if you want to do deal flow and send emails through HubSpot so you could track activity and have other people help you manage those relationships a little bit differently than the relationships that you might be having elsewhere, from team members, vendors, clients, personal relationships. Those types of emails you could have in your regular Gmail, and then HubSpot can be that data layer to kind of do deal flow. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect our Gmail, turn on inbox automation. What you're going to do is type in your email address to set up your email address account. HubSpot will automatically determine if it's a Gmail or an Outlook. I'm using a Gmail. So you're going to connect your Gmail. You're going to press continue for the permissions. It's going to tell you to log into your Gmail, allow it to have access to everything. You're going to press select all to be able to give it access. And then that's it. HubSpot automatically now connects your Gmail. It will test it. It'll make sure everything is working. Once you have a success, your Gmail is now connected to your HubSpot. It's going to ask you if you want to download an extension. I don't need to do that right now. And now you see it is connected. It is enabled. You are good to go. Now, through this portal of your configurations, you could also manage your email signatures. I'm going to remove this unsubscribe link. I don't feel like I need that. But that is your notification, get permissions to send notifications to this browser. You could, depending on how you're using it, give it access to turn on notifications. Therefore, you are good to go. You could also click here with these email logging settings. If you click on these settings, they'll give you more settings related to what you are allowing HubSpot to log and track. Log replies only. I like to log all emails. That way, if somebody is in HubSpot as a contact and then they happen to email you, HubSpot will be checking to see if they're in HubSpot and log it back versus logging only emails that come out of HubSpot and logging replies. I find that if I am using HubSpot to manage deal flow, just making it so any incoming inbound email gets logged to that prospect so my team can help me manage it is helpful. So I like to click on that setting, and there you go. You are good to go. Easy enough. Okay, now let's go back to the general. And the next thing that I want to do is to connect my calendar. So same thing, we're going to connect to your calendar. You're going to choose whether or not it's Google, Microsoft. I have Google. I'm going to connect it. I'm going to give access to it. We're going to grant it access to see my calendar. And voila, we're good to go. Okay, so you're going to have calendar syncing, meeting scheduling pages, have access to the calendar, out of office calendar sync. You could kind of control what the settings are. If you use the customer service chat, you could link the chat to your calendar. This is what makes HubSpot so great because it gives you all these administrative tools to be able to have a data layer that's associated to your Google or your Outlook to help you send emails and just help you manage your business. So if you are a solo founder or a small business, there's a lot of free tools that HubSpot offers that you should be taking advantage of. So that is now your email and your calendar all set up. Now, one other connector that I fully recommend is connecting your Zoom or your online conferencing into HubSpot. That way it could automatically not only send meetings and pull from your calendar, but put in where the meeting location is. It just streamlines some processes and reduces some friction from needing to do that through third-party systems. So how do we do that? Let's see. So if we click on settings, what we're going to do is we're going to go to integrations and we're going to click on connected apps. Now you see that in my account, I have my Gmail connected and I have my Google Calendar connected. Now the third app that I'm going to connect is my Zoom app. So when I search for Zoom, here's the first one. You could also, if you use Google Meet, you could search for Google Meet. You could do both of them if you want. I'm privy to Zoom, so I am going to install Zoom. Once Zoom is installed and configured, you're now good to go. And now you have your email, your calendar, and your meeting conference all synced to your HubSpot account for free. Beautiful. Now, once you have all of your tools connected, let's talk about sending emails and managing contacts through HubSpot. If we go back to CRM and contacts and you look at our two dummy data, now what happens is when you go back to the profile cards, you'll see that we have the ability to email people directly through the HubSpot application. And the beauty of this is that now you can add contacts into your HubSpot and immediately log email addresses and quickly open up emails to be able to send emails directly through HubSpot. That gives you extra features, not only on the tracking side, but to be able to send the emails, later. You could send it later. You could create to-do tasks, follow-up reminders. You have more robust email service offerings that you can leverage by sending emails through HubSpot. On top of that, you also have the ability to now open up your calendar and be able to schedule meetings directly with people through HubSpot. So no longer going to your Gmail, finding a calendar invite, sending an email reminder, sending a Zoom link and attaching it. You could do this all now directly through HubSpot. We could select this is a meeting to schedule. We can choose which time, and now we can see who the attendees are. It already has the email addresses associated to our record. We could select the location. You'll see that right now, by default, if you just connected your Zoom, it might not be available, but HubSpot gives you a little bit of a settings. Go to the Zoom settings, and what you need to do is to be able to connect your HubSpot account to a Zoom user. So connected HubSpot is my admin account. Connect the Zoom account. You got to make sure that the connection is there. So let's now go back to contacts. Let's try again. If we now set up the meeting and we see here's our meeting and we set the location, now we can add a Zoom conference link directly through HubSpot. We could configure the reminders that we want to add. We could also add a description, put your description here, and then you could add internal notes, and then you could schedule the meeting, which will automatically send the email invite to yourself and also the attendee and dump it on your calendar all directly through HubSpot. So you could send emails, schedule meetings with your conference link included, and then get all of the inbound replies from those emails tagged back into HubSpot. So you see all of the activity all in one place. One other thing that I want to show you, because it's part of the free tier, is to make sure that you understand how you can add users, because this is the reason why everybody, no matter if you're a solo entrepreneur or a founder or small business owner, should be using HubSpot, because you are now creating a scalable customer relationship management system that can scale as your business grows. Depending on where you're at in your life cycle, you might not be able to afford a lot of the extra features that HubSpot offers, like sales automations and sending a whole lot of emails, like marketing emails. But you want to build like scalable systems to allow you to hire people to help you with management. So here's how you can add more users to your account. HubSpot by default allows you to have 2 users. So it's yourself, you configure all of your accounts, and then you can invite somebody in. So the way you invite somebody in is up here in the top right-hand corner, you'll have a drop down. So all of the settings are for your actual HubSpot account, but now for your administration within your HubSpot account, you go up here, and now in this area, you could control what you're paying for, or you could create a user. If you create a user, you can add an email address and make them an admin, a standard user, a developer, and you can invite them. Now, HubSpot charges per seat. So you get 2 for free, yourself and somebody else. And then the moment that you pay, that you want a third, it's going to charge you for all 3. So depending on where you're at, you might just want to take the free version, or you might want to start upgrading. My advice would be to start using HubSpot to start for free. And then as you grow, start adding more people into your workspace that you are setting up, so you could control as a business owner what people are getting access to with different role-based permissions. So that's how you can add users. And then somebody else could come in, see all your contacts, be able to help you manage the replies, help you send emails, help you schedule meetings, help you create tasks and to-dos, and help you think through how do you create different life cycle stages depending on what you're looking for to try to drive revenue and sales. Okay, so that's how you send emails and you manage contacts and you connect all your tools. But let's explore some other HubSpot features so you have a better sense of how you could scale this up. So for free, besides the CRM, HubSpot offers the ability to send marketing emails, the ability to create web pages, landing pages, forms. It also offers the ability to have a meeting scheduler, and it also gives some basic commerce functionality like basic invoicing. So the goal of HubSpot is to help you effectively manage your business all in one place. So for free, HubSpot offers the ability to send marketing emails. You could send simple marketing emails, a newsletter, promotional emails. You have a different drag and drop templates to be able to figure out how do you send one-to-many email communication. So from the CRM, you're sending one-to-one. You're sending an email to an individual. But as you grow your email list, you might want to send promotional emails or newsletter one-to-many. And HubSpot allows you to do that for free up to, I think it's about 2,000 emails a month without needing to pay anything. So it's giving you baked in the ability to kind of start promoting your product or service directly through your domain emails. That's marketing emails. Now, you could also set up websites. You could drag and drop for a website, landing pages, forms, different ways to be able to think through how do you collect email addresses and how do you send people to a web page through email and embed either the ability to get paid or the ability to collect information from people and feed them back to your portal of HubSpot. And then also it has some basic commerce features. So the ability to send quotes, invoices, it has all this built in. Now, some of this stuff, depending on where you live and how much traffic you're getting, there will start becoming into the paid tiers, but it's pretty robust to get started. So you can use HubSpot for all your basic utility to manage your business for free. Now, where HubSpot does get more expensive is if you're doing sales automation. So there are a lot of different ways that you could trigger workflows based off of changing of a lead status or replying to emails or replying to marketing emails or people coming to a different web page. It has baked into its system the ability to automate triggers and actions. So setting what the trigger is and then what the action you want to be able to help use systems to be able to qualify leads and turn them into cold to warm to booked meetings, let's just say. So a typical marketing funnel is you have to build awareness to get consideration to drive a conversion, and HubSpot systems allow you to automate a lot of that funnel activity so you could drive more awareness, automate the consideration stage through different pre-selling content or emails, and then try to drive them towards a conversion, whether or not that's signing up for a newsletter or booking a meeting or making a payment, whatever it is. HubSpot has all of this stuff built in to its system and offers a robust free tier. So everybody should be using a CRM. It's just a matter of trying to figure out how do you set it up and how do you make it not daunting for yourself to be able to kind of set this up the right way so you don't incur a lot more technical debt when your business inevitably grows and you have to kind of figure out how do you adapt to a better systems management. So next, I want to show you, this is the bonus section of how do you connect your HubSpot to LinkedIn. Most people who don't even have a CRM, what they're usually doing is they're using spreadsheets and then also maybe their LinkedIn account to do outreach, create personal branding. So what we have done, Pursue Networking, is we have connected a intelligent data layer to be able to provide tools to people on LinkedIn, B2B networking tools, and then allow them the ability to push it to HubSpot. That way you can take more advantage of free LinkedIn and free HubSpot to help you effectively manage your business. And here's how that works. If you go to pursuenetworking.com and you create your account, what we have done is we've built a connector portal for you to connect your HubSpot to and sign in through pursuenetworking.com to HubSpot. So you'll just give us permission and then you will connect your app and now you are connected to pursuenetworking.com and you can pull in all of your contacts in HubSpot. What we have built is a pathway for you to go to somebody that you may know on LinkedIn, like myself, and you can open up their profile on LinkedIn. You can enrich their email, try to grab their email off of LinkedIn. We'll show that in a different video, but on a high level, what we do is we partner with a lot of different third-party providers to help you grab email addresses so you can put them in HubSpot. But even if they don't have an email address, what we're doing is we're pushing data to HubSpot using LinkedIn profile. So what you do is you click here and you press create prospect in HubSpot, and then boom, now we created the prospect for you in HubSpot. And if we have their email address, we're syncing that so you could start emailing these people directly. That is how we have connected HubSpot to your LinkedIn account. So you can use LinkedIn as a separate data layer, organize yourself around LinkedIn, save prospects, enrich their emails, and then push them to HubSpot, and then even auto sync it. So every single time you work with our assistant, Andy, to log relationship contacts, grab emails, we're pushing that data to HubSpot so you could be more effective at using our application across both HubSpot and across LinkedIn. Now you have a scalable pathway to build up your personal brand, to leverage a lot of the premium products of LinkedIn, to do better prospecting, giving you a data layer to kind of organize yourself, and when it makes sense, push them into your HubSpot to email them and try to promote your products or services. So that way you have a scalable system that leverages LinkedIn and HubSpot that allows you to scale to be more effective at selling things online. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Team is monitoring. We'd love to help people. We'd love to help you get this set up, and check us out at pursuenetworking.com and build your own CRM so you can get more organized and go make more revenue online. All right, take care. We'll see you in the next video.